What up, guys? GangstaPranksta here, bringing you another weekly wrestling and review for August 13th. What up, guys? I'm back. And this week we got a review of Hardcore Justice, Raw, Impact, Smackdown review, and predictions for SummerSlam, as well as some news. Videos you're watching, a couple matches from Hardcore Justice I recorded. I thought those were some good matches, so I thought they'd make for entertaining videos. So first, let's run through Hardcore Justice. This pay-per-view is okay. Nothing really noteworthy except for Kurt Angle winning the world title, but we'll get to that later. First, starts out with Austin Aries, Brian Kendrick, and Alex Shelley. Three-way for the X Division title. Good match. Kendrick retains, and he also debuted some new music and ring gear. I'm not a big fan of the ring gear. It looks really goofy, but yeah, it kind of fits with Kendrick because he's goofy as well. But Kendrick retains. I wish Austin Aries would have won, but whatever. Next, we have Tara and Miss Tessmacher versus Sarita and Rosita for the Knockout Tag Team titles. Pretty good match. Tara and Miss Tessmacher win. Next we have D'Angelo Dinero versus Devon. Before the match, Pope gets on the mic and says he cares about Devon too much, and he's just gonna lay down and let Devon win. Devon says he's gonna win, but he's gonna beat Pope legit. This is a pretty good match. Thank God D'Angelo Dinero won. I don't think I could have taken Devon beating another young talent. It probably would have had like a fucking aneurysm. Thank God D'Angelo Dinero won. Next we have Mickie James versus Winner, Knockouts title match. It was a pretty good match. The only thing I didn't like was all the interference by Angelina Love. It just made Earl Hebner look pretty stupid as a referee. He doesn't really know what's going on. But Winner wins. She's the new Knockouts champ. But she spit some mist in Mickey's eyes, and that's how she won. So it's fine, it's whatever. Next, RVD with Jerry Lynn versus Crimson. Yes, Jerry Lynn was in RVD's corner. They had a backstage segment, and Jerry's like, I want to be in your corner, Rob. Rob's like, alright. This was a good match. I didn't really like the ending. Crimson hit his finisher on Van Dam and went to pin him, and Jerry Lynn broke up the pin, allowing Crimson to win by DQ. Looks like they're building up another match at Bound for Glory. If this was the plan the whole time, they shouldn't have done a match at Destination X. I feel. Personally, I don't think they should have had a match at Destination X if they're going to have one at Bound for Glory. Because Rob Van Dam's most likely going to win again if they have another match. But whatever. Next, we have Immortal, consisting of Abyss, Gunner, and Scott Steiner, versus Fortune, consisting of AJ, Kazarian, Christopher Daniels. This is actually one of the matches in today's lineup of videos. Anyways, good match. Fortune wins. Mr. Anderson versus Bully Ray. That was pretty good. Bully Ray won. Beer Money versus Mexican America for the tag team titles. Good match. Beer Money wins. I wish Mexican America won, but that's whatever as well. Last but not least, Sting vs. Kurt Angle, world title match. Good match. Angle wins. After Hogan comes out with a chair. Hogan was winding up to hit Sting. Angle pulls the chair from Hogan, and then he nails Sting with the chair and pins him. So it looks like Kurt Angle's heel, and well, he definitely turns heel, especially at Impact. But thank God Kurt's new champ. I don't like Sting as champ. Thank God he lost it to Kurt Angle. Hardcore Justice was okay. Nothing amazing or spectacular. Watch it on DVD, watch it online, whatever. Not worth $35. Next, we have WWE RAW. First starts out with Triple H, comes to the ring and says the match between Punk and Cena is a very important one, and he needs someone to make sure that nothing happens during that match. He makes himself the special referee and says there's going to be a contract signing tonight. Punk and Cena both have a match tonight. And Cena's match is first. So it's John Cena versus Jack Swagger. Good match. Cena wins. Next is Mysterio versus Miz. Match never got started because Miz attacked Mysterio during his entrance. And this is mainly because Mysterio got injured, as reported from last week. He got injured on a house show. So Miz taking out Mysterio will let Mysterio, like, time to heal up and stuff so he can wrestle with less pain and risk further injury. Anyways, Miz goes to the ring. Michael Cole interviews him, asks him why he did that. Cole says he's tired of Cena and Punk getting all the attention. It should be about him. He wants a ref to declare him the winner. But the announcer says Triple H has no opponent for him. And it's Kofi Kingston. So it's Kofi Kingston and Miz. Good match. Miz wins. Next, CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio. Pretty good match. CM Punk wins. Beth Phoenix versus Eve. This was a pretty good match. Beth wins. After the match, Beth gets a mic and cuts a promo. Then Kelly attacks her from behind. Next, Dolph Ziggler versus Alex Riley. They wrestled for like a couple seconds, and then Vicky came in the ring, slapped Riley, and allowing him to win by DQ. And then Dolph and what's-her-face, Vicky, argued after. I don't know if they're broken up, but it's a possibility. Next, we have R-Truth versus John Morrison. Pretty good match. I wish it went a little bit longer, but it's whatever. R-Truth wins. Last but not least, the contract signing. It starts with John Laurinaitis and Triple H. They're in the ring for the contract signing. Punk and Cena come out. Punk gets on the mic and says, "Let's make this entertaining," and he wants to show Cena a clip of The Rock. So it's a clip of The Rock. He's making fun of Cena as usual. And it's pretty funny. And then Cena's like, "I don't know why Rock's so angry with me." And Punk's like, I didn't put the clip for you to talk about Dwayne. Punk was just on for this. Like, he was amazing in this. I recommend you guys check this out just for Punk. Like, he said some real shit. Like, at one point, they're like, I think they called Punk gutless. And then he goes to Laurinaitis and he's like, "You want to talk about gutless? How about all the people you fired on the phone and you never fired face to face?" He just ripped him a new asshole. Like, this was awesome. I recommend this. Contract signing, I recommend it. Check it out if you haven't. Cena says people consider him the modern-day Hulk Hogan. I'm surprised he actually said this. Verbatim, word for word. He's the modern-day Hulk Hogan. But yeah, I recommend this. This was a long segment, but it was really good. Overall, Raw was pretty good. End segment. Anytime Punk's on the mic, it's gold. It's fucking gold. I can't say otherwise. Anyways, next we got TNA Impact. Starts out with Immortal. Bully Ray gets up in Abyss's face for consistently losing. Bully Ray then says he beat the shit out of Anderson at the pay-per-view, so he respects him now. What else? Bully Ray says that Immortal has to refocus about taking over TNA. Bully Ray, he talks about becoming the new TNA champion. Anderson laughs and punches Bully Ray. He starts brawling with everyone, but he gets taken out by everyone from Immortal. I don't know why Anderson is still in Immortal, because originally they wanted him because he was TNA champion. But he lost it like a week later, so why the fuck is he still an Immortal? Especially if he doesn't get along with anybody. So it's fucking stupid. But yeah. And then he got kicked out. First match, we got Madison Rayne and Mickie James. Okay match. Mickie wins. Brian Kendrick versus Robbie E. Okay match. Kendrick wins. Oh, fucking. The refs in TNA are fucking retarded. And oh my god, it was so bad. So, Kendrick got thrown out to the outside, and Cookie started attacking him. And the referee fucking saw this and didn't DQ him. I was like, what the fuck? Like, god damn, referees, fucking do your job. So she didn't get attacked for She didn't get DQ'd for attacking him. She sprayed she meant to spray some stuff in Kendrick's face, but he missed. Sprayed Robbie, and still no DQ. Still no fucking DQ. Kendrick rolls up Robbie, and Cookie and Robbie break up after. Whatever, but fuck TNA refs. Holy fucking shit. DQ somebody. Next, we have Devon. A three-way tag match. It was Devon and D'Angelo De Niro versus Beer Money versus RVD and AJ Styles. Pretty good match. Beer Money wins. Next, we have Kurt Angle. Comes out and he says sorry, but he says sorry to Sting, but it's wrestling. He says he did it because Dixie Carter knew about Karen and Jeff Jarrett were having an affair. If this is true and not just like made up for a storyline, that's fucked up. That's fucked up that Dixie knew Jeff and Karen were having an affair and she didn't tell Kurt. That's fucked up. That is goddamn fucked up. Anyways, and Sting and Dixie are friends, so he beats Sting's ass. He says Dixie's plan was to make him the centerpiece of the company and surround him with young talent, and now he's going to take all the young talent out one by one until there's no one left but Kurt Angle, and he'll make sure she never gets her company back. Whatever. As Angle leaves, Sting comes out with a baseball bat. Angle begs for mercy and distracts Sting, allowing Hogan to attack Sting. Next is ODB Jackie Moore versus Tara and Miss Tessmacher. Pretty good match. Tessmacher and Tara win. When are they going to drop the Miss Tessmacher thing? Like, her name's Brooke Adams. They're starting to call her Brooke on commentary and shit. Just call Brooke Tessmacher. Just call her Brooke. Just fucking call her Brooke. Whatever. Anyways, next is Karen and Jeff Jarrett come out. Jeff says he's back from Mexico with the AAA World Title. He says the Mexican people don't respect him, so he's trying to embrace the Mexican culture. And brings out two Mexican dudes, Jose and Jose B. I'm not of Latino descent, but I was like, Jesus, did they cross the board? If you're of Latino descent, Mexican, Spanish, whatever, were you offended by this segment? I'm curious to know if you're offended by this. Anyways, he brought out Jose and Jose B. Jarrett wants them to say something in Spanish, but they go crazy for Hector Guerrero. Jeff beats him up, and then Hector Guerrero makes a save. I think they're building this feud up for Chavo Guerrero to come in and feud with Jeff. So expect that for Bound for Glory. Is it just me, or do you think Chavo's coming in? Next we have Crimson versus Gunner versus Bully Ray versus Scott Steiner. Pretty good match. It's basically a handicap match, the whole thing. It was Immortal versus Crimson. Crimson wins. After the match, Kurt Angle comes out and attacks Crimson. There's a point during this attack that he beats Crimson with his shoe. Yes, that was funny as hell. I'm pretty sure Crimson took a hell of a beating from the shoe. It looked pretty brutal. Angle takes off Crimson's knee brace, and he beats him with it. But overall, it's pretty good. I foreseeing this being the Bound for Glory main event. Crimson and Kurt Angle. I mean, Crimson's leading the Bound for Glory thing. Kurt Angle's champ. Kurt Angle wants to take out all the new guys. Crimson is a new guy. I think this is your TNA Bound for Glory main event. Crimson and Kurt Angle. But that might just be me. Next, we got Smackdown. Starts out with Triple H. He comes out and says it's stressful filling in for Vince McMahon, but he loves it. Triple H then makes the following matches. Ezekiel Jackson versus Cody for the IC title. Daniel Bryan versus Del Rio. Great Khali versus Randy Orton. Christian comes out and interrupts Triple H. Says he's going to sue WWE because Orton is mentally unstable. And putting him in a match is making it an unsafe work environment. Triple H says he's Christian's boss, and if Christian doesn't compete, he's in breach of contract and he will be fired. Triple H says Christian has a match tonight, and it's against Sheamus, so the match is next. Sheamus versus Christian, pretty good match. Sheamus wins after Christian gets counted out. Next is Caitlyn and AJ Lee versus Natalya and Beth Phoenix. Okay match. Beth and Natalya win and attack the girls after the match. Next, Sin Cara versus Tyson Kidd. Pretty good match. Sin Cara wins. This is not Sin Cara, like the original Sin Cara. This is Sin Cara is still being suspended for the wellness policy. This is another wrestler named Hunico. He's in WWE's developmental system, and he's filling in for Sin Cara for the meantime. But this dude's taller. He's bigger than Sin Cara. I don't know who you could have put in his place. Maybe a Tyson Kidd. Would Tyson Kidd fit? No, he's too like buff and shit. I don't know. They should have kept Sin Cara off TV until the real one comes back. But it could end up in a feud. Fake Sin Cara versus real Sin Cara. That could be interesting. But yeah, we'll see if WWE goes there. Next, we have Alberto Del Rio versus Bryan Danielson. Good match. Del Rio wins. After the match, Wade Barrett comes out and attacks Daniel Bryan. Next, Cody Rhodes versus Ezekiel Jackson. Pretty good match. Cody wins and is the new Intercontinental Champion. Johnny Curtis versus Mark Henry. Henry destroyed Curtis in his debut match in a minute. And Henry tries to attack Curtis after the match. Sheamus comes out. He comes out and then Henry just leaves. Next we have Randy Orton versus Great Khali. Pretty good match. Orton wins. After the match, Orton comes out. Or Christian comes out and says at SummerSlam, it's going to change everything. What does that mean? I have no fucking idea. But let's talk about SummerSlam. We'll give my predictions. SummerSlam this Sunday. Only 5 matches announced as of Saturday when I'm recording this. And is it worth $40? I don't know. Let's go through it right now. First, we got Kelly versus Beth Phoenix. This could be a really good match. I hope Beth wins, but yeah, I wish Beth will win. This might be a good match. We'll have to see. Daniel Bryan versus Wade Barrett. This should be a really good match. And I suspect Daniel Bryan to win and have a nice win streak because he's Money in the Bank. So kind of build him up for the WrestleMania match where he cashes in. Sheamus versus Mark Henry. I think this is just going to brawl. It's going to end in a count out, and they're just going to brawl outside, and Mark Henry's going to take out Sheamus or something like that. No holds barred match for the world title. Christian versus Orton. These guys have been having amazing matches every pay-per-view for like 3-4 times in a row now. And imagine what they could do with weapons. I mean, Christian, TLC matches, ladder matches. He knows how to use weapons. Orton's okay. He's had some good street fights and stuff like that. Last man standing match. But yeah, I expect this to be fantastic. Like, Christian and Orton, they're amazing whenever they wrestle each other. Next, undisputed WWE Championship match. John Cena versus CM Punk with special guest referee Triple H. I see 2 things here. One, I see Triple H costing CM Punk the WWE title and then having a feud with him that leads into Survivor Series. Or, I see Cena... I see one of them winning and then Del Rio comes out, cashes it, and then they're going to have a triple threat at the next pay-per-view. I think Triple H screwing Punk is more likely, so we'll go with that. But, yeah, I expect Del Rio to cash in his title soon, his thing. Because he's already done it, what, twice? And he hasn't succeeded, so maybe 3rd time's a charm. Matches that could be announced. We have John Morrison versus R-Truth. Continue their match from Raw. They could probably have a really good match. Alberto Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston. They've been having a feud on Raw, so... yeah, that could be possible. Dolph Ziggler versus Alex Riley. That's also possible. And Mysterio versus Miz. But I don't know if they'll have that match because Mysterio's injured. But those are matches. Is it worth $40? Well, you got the 2 main events. Those are really good. Everything else is... well, Daniel Bryan and Wade Barrett. That should be really good as well. Everything else is... it's a coin toss. But let's go through news. We got a lot, so let's just kind of bulldoze through this. Next we have ROH has signed Jay Lethal to a contract. I'm excited for this. Jay Lethal's an amazing wrestler. He's just funny. He's a great talent, charisma. So this is definitely a big sign for Ring of Honor, especially since they have their TV deal coming up soon. Speaking of that, I'll get to that in a second. And they also re-signed Davey Richards. Davey Richards, considered by many best wrestler in the world. It's hard to disagree. He's amazing. Like a dream match I have right now, Kurt Angle and Davey Richards. That would be fantastic. That would be amazing. Fucking incredible. And ROH is taping their taping TV matches for when they debut on TV. I think first week of September. But the lineup looks really good. And little spoiler warning, Nigel McGuinness, formerly known as Desmond Wolfe, is returning to Ring of Honor to do color commentary. If you guys remember a couple weeks ago when I talked about his release, I said TNA should have capitalized having him announce TNA Explosion or Impact, because he's a really good talker. He's a really good wrestler and a really good talker. And they should have capitalized on that, either have him GM, assistant to Bischoff, something like that. But they never did, they just released him, and that sucks. Thankfully, ROH saw the talent in him and decided to pick him up. So that's good news for him. Next, we have Goldberg said he's going to wrestle a match before the end of the year. That's a sigh. I don't really like Goldberg, I never did. And I don't care if he returns, but if he was to return, I'd see him coming to TNA. He just had like a Twitter argument with Crimson, I think. So that'd be interesting if they bring him in to feud with Crimson. You know, Crimson has a current win streak. Like, he's on a win streak in TNA. Goldberg, most famous for like his 100+ win streak. So that could be interesting. I think it'd be a really bad match because Goldberg sucks. And if you don't believe me, go watch his match at WrestleMania versus Brock Lesnar. Next, Melina was not let into Raw. She's currently dating John Morrison and is traveling with him this weekend. And she tried to go backstage into Raw, and they wouldn't let her. They said, no, you're not allowed. So she had to stay outside on the stadium talking to fans and shit. That's cold, WWE, but at the same time, you just released her like a week ago and she's already trying to come backstage. It's like, I don't expect Melina to be in WWE like anytime soon. I think she has burned the bridge. Like, the bridge is gone. Fucking exploded. But yeah, speaking of John Morrison and Melina, they recently did interviews. And in Melina's interview, she talks about the women's division and her growth as a character. I thought it was a really good interview. And John Morrison's John Morrison's interview, he talked about his injury, his style. Like, he's currently with a speaking coach, so he can cut better promos and be more comfortable talking. So that's interesting. I'll link both those interviews in the description. Check them out. They're really good. Next, TNA has signed Tony Nese. I don't know much about him, but he is an X Division wrestler, and he's supposed to debut next week. Next, WWE has not released Gail Kim yet, but don't expect her to be on TV. Apparently, they're just going to keep her at home and wait for her contract to expire. According to Jimmy Yang's Twitter, TNA owes him money. He said, "It's been over 6 weeks since I wrestled for TNA, and I still haven't been paid. And the check they sent me 2 weeks ago bounced. WTF." This is bad news for TNA, especially since they keep signing wrestlers. And if they can't pay the wrestlers that they use, what the fuck is going on backstage at TNA, you know? It's a very unfortunate situation. Definitely some bad press for TNA. Hopefully they can get that situation sorted out. Next, for those Dancing with the Stars fans out there, ABC has reportedly asked Hulk Hogan to take part in Dancing with the Stars, but he continues to turn them down Negotiations have taken place with his daughter Brooke instead, but they really want the Hulkster. I don't care. My aunt watches it, and she talks to me about it all the time. I know Chris Jericho was on it, Stacy Keibler. Yeah, I don't think Hulk could do it because of his back. He can barely move, and they want him to fucking dance. He'd be eliminated in the first fucking week. Next, WWE has revealed the roster for WWE 2012. It's a pretty good roster. Let me just pull it up and take a look at it. I like the way it looks. The legends look cool. You got Demolition, Road Warriors, Vader, Booker T, Kevin Nash, The Rock, Austin. Yeah, it just looks really good. A lot of wrestlers. There's a couple wrestlers they haven't announced yet, but they have said that they plan to do a lot of DLC and stuff. And apparently Trish Stratus is supposed to be in the game, but she wasn't announced. Next we have, one of the most interesting articles I've read in a while. Kevin Eck, who writes a wrestling blog for the Baltimore Sun, has announced that he is leaving the newspaper organization to become a member of the WWE creative team. That's incredible. That is fucking incredible. So a guy who writes about wrestling, he's a wrestling fan. He does interviews. I'm pretty sure he does interviews, but he covers wrestling. He got signed to work as a creative team for WWE. That's incredible. I mean, they probably liked his work and stuff, the writing he does, his journalistic background definitely helped him with that. But that's just cool, man. Like, this dude who's a fan of wrestling, he writes about it. He got hired. He got a fucking job in wrestling. That's amazing. That's an awesome story. I love hearing stuff like that. Good luck to Kevin Eck, or Eek. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but that's definitely amazing. Yeah, for fans of professional wrestling, they talk about it, they write about it, write blogs. And he got hired. Like, that's incredible. So good luck to you, man. Best of luck. Next, we got some bad publicity for WWE. Heath Slater is being accused of assaulting a female guard. Atlanta police is currently investigating allegations that SmackDown star Heath Slater assaulted a female security guard at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Atlanta during WrestleMania weekend. Security officer Corre Oliver claimed in her report that Slater thought she was pretty and grabbed her in a chokehold while trying to get her back into his hotel. She had fought to get loose and identified Slater later. That rhymed. A source within the wrestling world claimed that according to Slater, the allegations are untrue and he was with his fiancée all weekend. This is unfortunate. Allegations like this can be extremely bad publicity, but man, if this is true, that's fucked up. If it's not true, it's still fucked up. It's definitely some bad publicity for Heath Slater. Man, best of luck to you. If you did it, go fuck yourself. If you didn't, man, best of luck to you. But this was a weekly wrestling review. Yeah, it's pretty long, but people like to hear me talk about wrestling. Here you go. Lots of news, lots of reviews, predictions. SummerSlam this Sunday. Check it out. Actually, should you check it out? I don't think so. I don't know. It's a toss-up. The John Cena Punk thing, I'm excited for. The Christian Orton thing, I'm excited for as well. Definitely both good matches. I'll review it next week. I'll tell you guys if you should check it out or not, if you're hesitant. Anyway, guys, the weekly wrestling review. If you guys liked it, you're welcome. If you didn't, sorry. But that's it for this week. See you guys next week where I review SummerSlam, Raw, Impact, and SmackDown and give some news. So this was GangstaPranksta, and I am out of here.